What's up guys, it's Drac, and this blast from the past is the Battlemaster Sceptor V1. Now, this thing is cool, and it's actually like a staple of like old school Nerf. So this was a very interesting blaster. It originally fired like paintballs or these kind of foam sort of paintballs. It's obviously designed to look like a paintball marker. It's got a 2-finger trigger. It's got the piping here. It's got like a pseudo airflow thing where you put a tank on the back, but none of that is something that it actually does. What it does is it has an internal air bladder up here. This tank holds the pressure, not the ammo, and then the ammo itself, like look at how cheesy this is. It's even got like a little barrel cover, or I've heard these called barrel condoms before, but for safety, LOL. So we're gonna go ahead and rip that off, but this one's completely stock. It's actually brand new. We've got marker must be pumped 30 to 40 times before the OPRV, or the overpressure relief valve, activates. Like, it still has the tags on it, so this is a really good demo of this thing. But what I think is interesting about it is it's not supposed to be compatible with these guys, but it is compatible with rival balls, which means that this was well above and beyond its time. Like, rival being a super popular entrant into the space. You can even see here patent pending on it. Like, bet they wish they'd gotten that patent. But you can kind of shove into here what is an effective RSCB, a bunch of rival rounds, and what it's going to do is this is going to gently pull the push the balls into this sort of like barrel up front, which is not really an effective barrel. It's more like a gasket that holds them, and so each thing of air comes from behind and essentially does that to them, but obviously more effective than that. So it stores a pretty good amount of air. We're gonna have to pump, it's just like super soakers, like batteries not included, major pumping required. There is a safety, or not a safety, but a lock here, so that when this trigger is depressed, it's actually a foregrip, but you have to pull that down and do this number. Hopefully we speed this up because nobody wants to watch. Now, what made this really interesting for NIC play is that we would snap this off, attach a hopper, right? And a hopper would feed new Nerf darts into it one at a time, which meant that you finally had a semi-automatic air blaster. There's a safety on this side, completely unnecessary, but now that we have rival rounds, you don't even have to like hopper it and turn it into an NIC style blaster. You can legitimately just fire it as is. Now, again, it wasn't designed for rival ammo, so we're getting some interesting double feeds, like a very cool kind of shotgun effect coming out of this guy, but I mean, it'll give you a lot of shots. And there you go, that's when it's empty, it sounds like. But that's the Sceptor Pro. These were very expensive back when like they were very desirable for Nerf. Now you can find them on eBay pretty cheap. I'll put a link in the description box, like if you have any interest in a semi-auto air-powered rival shotgun blaster, you can find these guys on eBay. Again, finding them unmolested or untampered with is very rare. It is not easy to find any that are quite as stock as this one is, but just a really cool blaster. I really wanted to share it with you. I love sharing little pieces of Nerf history with my channel when I get the chance, because I've been doing this for so long that at this point I know a lot of Nerf history, and our hobby is fascinating. It is very, very cool how it has evolved and all of the different pieces and players that have come together to get us to where we are right now, which is regularly occurring Nerf wars across the planet. So that is the Sceptor Pro, or the Sceptor, I think I've heard this called the Battlemaster before. It's by, oh no way, I've never seen this before. So you guys hopefully can see if it focuses here. It says Rival Force. Like, that's funny. If this company still existed, I would contact a lawyer. Thank you guys very much for watching. What do you guys think of the Sceptor? Do you think that Nerf should make an air-powered rival blaster, I think that it could be sweet. Much love, Nerf on Drac out.